everybody, and we are here again for a new episode of the Figure Out English podcast for English learners. The transcript will be available as usual on figureoutenglish.com, as well as the learning notes and practice exercises. And let's start! Hello everybody, and today we are talking about communication. So I told you hello. This is the normal way we say hello to greet somebody, when we meet somebody. I have a question. How else can you do that in English? Of course, you can say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It will sound more formal, and we normally do it with people who we don't know so well, but it's very typical if you want to sound polite. The only thing you need to remember is that we never greet anybody. We never say hello with the help of good day. I know in some languages, in Russian, in German, you can say good day like hello. It's not possible in English. You will only use good day and good night as ways to say goodbye. Let's imagine we meet at 3 p.m. for example. I will say good afternoon. You will say good afternoon back. And we have a conversation, we communicate for a while, and then we say goodbye. So I will say good day, like in have a good day, which is a normal way to say goodbye. Okay? And after this hello, after this hi, if it's informal, so it's normal to ask how people are in English. It's just a social formula. It doesn't mean that you want to know all the people's news, but it's very, very typical. So you can meet the same person several times a day. You will still be asking them, how are you? How are you? How are you? So there are different variants. You can hear, how are you? You can hear, how are you doing? It's more American. You can say, how is it going? How is it going? How is life going? And so on. So, how are you? How are you doing? How is it going? Also note that many people try to say how do you do, and how do you do? It's not a way to say hello. We don't use how do you do in this context. So remember the first thing, how do you do is very formal. It's not used for communication between colleagues, between friends and so on and so on. The second thing about how do you do, it's what we say to people who we just met. You can say nice to meet you, or you can say how do you do. Nice to meet you will be appropriate in all the contexts. How do you do will be okay in formal context. Only for new meetings, only for people who you don't know. And if you hear that someone says, how do you do? You return this phrase without a change. How do you do? How do you do? Again, two possible ways to say hello to people who you just met. You can say, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Or, how do you do? How do you do? When you meet the same people the next time, or when you say hello to people who you know, you will only say, how are you? Not how do you do. Or, how are you doing? How is it going? How have you been? And so on and so on. These are the most popular formulas which we use in everyday communication, but of course in different countries, in different contexts, you could hear different ones too. I hope this helps for now. Don't make these two mistakes and you will be okay for the beginning of the communication. That's all for today. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Please visit figureoutenglish.com for a free download of the transcript and learning notes. Don't forget to share and comment. Cheers!